Jessica with Sweet Zoe's Vintage Toys on Instagram, and Sweet Zoe's Vintage on Etsy, and Sweet Zoe's on eBay. Um, Happy 4th of July. I actually was over at my mom's house. I took the kids over there for the afternoon, and then tonight we're going to go watch the electric light parade that we have here. And it doesn't start till 9 o'clock, which is kind of late for me. I kind of like to try to be in bed by 9 o'clock. I wake up pretty early, so I always like to make sure that I get plenty of rest. But so I tried to take a little nap this afternoon, which I'm not a very great napper, but I tried. I think I've got a few minutes of nap time, so we are going to be heading out in a little while to go enjoy that. But the kids are at my parents' house, so I thought I'd sneak away and do some listing and a video. So it's hard for me I was telling my husband that it's hard for me to just be somewhere. And this is maybe a good thing or not a good thing, but to be somewhere and not be doing anything, because I know how much listing that I have to do. And so I snuck away. I only live down the street from my mom, so I snuck away and I listed a few things that I have found this week, and yeah, so I thought I'd make a video. But I'm gonna go ahead, and I haven't done a video since the 29th maybe, because I'm going to show you some sales and a little haul video, things that I've found since June the 30th. So it's been about 4 days, and yeah, I've had a few good sales. I have actually had some really good sales. Not so much like in number, but the amount that I'm used to getting for an item kind of went up. So hey, I was really excited about that. Okay, so let's take a look at some of my sales that I've had in the past couple days. So this is going to be since June the 30th. These were sold on July 1st, and I actually got my asking price for these, which is really nice because I'm not used to getting my asking price on clothing. So these sold for $14.95 plus shipping. I do a flat rate padded envelope for the jeans because they are heavy, but I do give them a little break. So it costs $6.50 for me to ship, but I only charge $4.99. Just give them a little break on the shipping for those. Okay, the next thing that I sold was on auction, and it was actually this Cabbage Patch that I had for a long time, and I put it up for auction, and it sold. I got one bid, so it sold for $9.99. That's already shipped off. The next thing are, I sold 2 of these. So I sold a great big one, and then I sold the medium-sized one. I still have the small one, but these are really cool. These are vintage lawnware lamps. So it's actually a lamp, and it's almost like those vintage Christmas trees that you have, or not that you have, but a lot of people have. My grandma had one. But they're the ceramic Christmas trees that have the little holes, and you put the little jewels in them, and it lights up. So these are kind of like that. We had gone to a garage sale, and my daughter actually found a box of these. So there was 3 of them, and at first I was kind of like, what in the world is this thing? I thought someone had just taken a lamp, drilled holes themselves, and put the jewels in, but I looked it up, and they're actually real things. Like they're actually pretty popular. So these are usually used for art to hang outside an RV, like camping and stuff, and so they're actually really cool. At first I was like, these are so weird, but they actually grew on me, and I was sad to see them go. Well, happy and sad, because they took up a lot of room, and they're like this big around, and they're fragile because of the jewels on the side. I actually shipped these out today, and they were kind of a pain to ship. I was even telling my husband that I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to pick these up again, because the shipping was so tedious for me. But I bought all three of them for $10 at a garage sale. This one is the 10-inch one, which was the medium one. It sold for $29.95 plus shipping. So I was spot on with the shipping too, because sometimes with the bigger items, it's hard to get the exact weight without already boxing them up, because the box is going to weigh, like a pound, and the shipping material weighs. And so I kind of just estimated, and I was right on, which is really cool. I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. The second one sold for $36 plus shipping. And again, I got all three of them. I still have the little one left. All three of them for $10. So they're a pretty good find. This one was humongous. It was like really big. Okay, the next thing that sold was, and this sold yesterday, and I already shipped it out today. This is Garfield's Girlfriend. So I had bought her in a big lot. I'm considering the very big lot that I bought all the Rubber Face vintage toys from. If you've seen my past video, she was in that lot. And so I kind of consider everything now that I'm selling from that lot, which I still have plenty from, as just pure profit. So I sold her for $11.21 plus shipping. Yesterday also sold a Popples. So this is a vintage Popples from the 1980s. This was a soccer Popple, and his name was Big Kick. I sold him for $11.21 plus ship. I have a sale going on right now in my store for my vintage toys, so a lot of them are 25% off. The next thing that sold was this vintage mid-century rubber-nosed penguin. So he was a musical penguin. He had his tag still, which is really cool. He had mohair. Mohair is that really short hair that's on. It's not really fluffy. It's almost like a dog hair, but it's mohair. And he had that, which is a very good sign of vintage plushes. And so he sold for $41.25 plus ship. These were in my past haul video, and they just finished. The auction just finished a few minutes ago, and they sold for $40. So I was these were just kind of like I'd had them for a while, and they just took up. They're pretty big, So I was really glad to get these finally listed and sold. So these sold for $40 plus shipping. So yay for that. Some of you guys were like, just put them up. They're gonna sell fine, and they did. So yay. All right, so a couple of my finds this weekend. I didn't bring a whole lot of things home this weekend, which is good because I have plenty. But I did find a couple of really cool toys. So the first toy that I found is this vintage keepers. They were made in the 1980s by Tonka, and this is an adult penguin. So it's really cool because they come with a littler toy. They have a baby, and then they come with a littler toy named a finder. So it's like finders, keepers. So these have, actually, they come with a key. These didn't. This one, I didn't find any keys, but originally they came with a key that fit in their little slot, and they open up to reveal hidden compartments. So this one is actually in very good condition. The hair is pretty on point. This is actually a version 2. There's 5 different variants of the penguin. His name is Keyboard because he has those musical notes on the back. So there are actually 5 different variants. This is a version 2. They released a version 1 and a version 2. So there was in version 1, there were 2 different variants. In version 3, there was 3 different variants. So I actually already I just listed this one. I found 3. I didn't find 3 penguins, but I found 3 adult keepers. So this is the first one I found. The next one I found was this swan princess keeper. She actually opens up on the back. This is not as hard to find as the penguin or the next one I'm about to show you, but I did put her up for auction for $9.99. For this one, the penguin, I put it up for auction at $24.95. So let's see how these do. The other keeper I had found is a kangaroo, and her little keyhole is in her belly, and her belly opens up. So there are a few different variants of the kangaroo. The first version that came out was a male, and I believe it was baseball. And the second version that came out was female. There might have been 3 versions, I'm not sure, but female tennis player. So her hair is actually really nice as well. She comes with her visor that's detachable. There's a couple things that we're missing, like the penguin is missing the hat, as well as the swan is missing her crown. I can't remember what this one was missing, but again, they didn't come with their key or their finder or anything like that. But the kangaroo, I did start off at $24.95 as well. Okay, so this is my kangaroo that I just listed a few minutes ago. So she came out cute in her photos. So she's up there for $24.95. The penguin, he came out really good in his photos too, was $24.95. Again, I don't know. I couldn't find any comps on those two. So that's why I kind of priced him a little bit higher than the swan, because the swan I found comps on. But these guys seemed like they might be able to be labeled hard to find or rare, because I couldn't find much information on them as far as sold goes. And there was the princess that I started off at $9.99. The next thing that I found was this vintage 1980s Food Fighter. I was going to say Foo Fighters. No, not Foo Fighters. This is from a line of toys called Food Fighters, and they're from the 1980s. So this is almost like an egg carton. It is actually called a carton. You open it up, and it looks like an egg carton. Again, Food Fighters. So you'll see the figurines of these, which I've sold before in the past, like French fries or hamburgers. And I thought it was so cute. This little ketchup, like, cannon. Isn't that so cool? So I did find this at a thrift store for $2.99. And I also got, no, I'm lying. I had 30% off coupon. So I actually bought them for a little over $2, as well as each of my keepers I bought for $2.10 as well for each one. So yes, this one is up already. I just got finished listing it. And this is what my listing looks like. Ta-da! So I priced this one at $18.95 because there was one that wasn't as good as condition as mine for $22. So I kind of priced it a little bit lower just to see if I can get a quick sale. Okay, so a couple of my other finds. I have a lot of vintage dollies. So very cute. I'm not going to take them all out because that would just take too long. But most of them are from the 70s, 80s, and I would say 90s. But yeah, so I actually listed these on my Instagram account. And let me open that up so you guys can see. So here are the lot. All the dolls that are in this bag are in this picture. And so one of them I did recognize as Annie. She's from the 1980s, I believe. And the rest, I wasn't too sure where they were from. Well, I mean, they're just random miscellaneous dolls. So some of them have markings and some of them don't. But I put those up on my Instagram for 12 plus ship. I put them up on auction on eBay. I believe starting at like $7.95 or something. Okay, a couple of my other finds. I have them actually in the background. I did find this cool kitchen canisters. So I haven't done too much research on these, but like this one's for coffee and tea. One is for sugar, I believe, and flour. So they're just little tin compartments. This one's on a Lazy Susan. They're not in too good. I mean, they have a lot of wear, so there is just a lot of signs of being put that up there, of being pre-owned. But I did pick them up for. I picked that set up for $4. The other set that I did find are these beauty wear vintage kitchen canisters as well. So these have a lot of wear. These seem like a good shining up, but I bought those, a set of 4 of those for $4 as well. The next thing that I found were this set. I can't remember off the top of my head what these are called, but there's a big lot of these vintage cups that have kind of like a twine in them. They're double walled, and in the middle is called twine. So these are like insulated, like melamine, I think that's what they're called, cups. So you've got a bunch of those. I also found these last week, and these are vintage kitchen canisters as well. So this is a smaller one. I couldn't find any information on these, so if anybody knows any information on these, there's a set of 3. So this is a small, medium, and then there's a larger one. They do have a fancy P. No, not a P. K. They have a fancy K in there. You probably can't see it. So I tried to research these. The bottoms are really cool, as well as the tops. So they kind of have like a mid-century look to them, to me. Sometimes they have, the mid-century has like this atomic pattern on it. So that's what those reminded me of. And they're cool yellow. I was going to keep those, but I think I'm going to list them up. I did get around to listing some vintage trolls that I had. I put one lot as a bait lot, like for the trolls that had like some writing on them, and then I have a lot that's a little bit better condition, and then I did list one by herself. So this is a dam troll, and these usually go for more money than the rust trolls or the ace trolls or the treasure trolls. How cute. I used to love these things. So I have a couple of lots right now up on my eBay. So we'll see. Those are for auction. So we'll see. I'm trying to use more of my auction listings because last month I ran out of my 250 buy it now listings. And so now I'm trying to make sure that I use some of my auctions as well so I don't run out of those so quick. I also found these cool vintage books. I don't sell a whole lot of books, but I did pick these up because one, they're kind of like in the shape of the character, which you don't see very often, and then also the condition is like really good, fantastic. So that a Mother Goose one, Sesame Street. And then these vintage Disney baby books that are in very good condition. They're almost like new. I bought these together. They were hanging in a bag at Savers for $2.10. So those are going to go up. All right, I think that's about it. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on here while my kids were at grandmas and grandpas and make a little video just showing what's been happening over here in the last couple days. So I've had some great sales. I have some more auctions. I have a lot of listings that are ending like in the next couple of days. So if they don't get picked up by somebody, I'm just going to relist them as auctions. So yeah, they're all like buy it now. So I need to relist them as auctions. I'm really going to try to just start destashing, start getting rid of a lot of things, just putting them up for offers that people can't refuse. So yes, that is all. I will see you guys later. I hope everybody had a fantastic 4th of July. And actually, tomorrow's the 4th of July. And I'm already looking forward to going garage selling this weekend. I found a cool app, a very cool app. I actually heard another reseller talk about it, and I have been looking for a yard sale app, and I just didn't know. For some reason, I never really searched for one, but it's called Yard Sale Treasure Map. Oh, can you guys see that? No, you can't. Kind of. So it is really neat. Yard Sale Treasure Map. But I believe there's a free version, and then there's a version where you can pay $1.99 a year, which is not bad at all. So I believe the app is actually linked to Craigslist, and it just kind of organizes all of your garage sales for you, maps out the best route to take, and so yeah, I'm totally stoked about using this app this weekend. So hopefully it's a winner because I paid $1.99 for it. So I'm sure it is. The reseller that talked about it, she's really legit, and so yeah, I'm really excited about that. Okay, guys, we will talk to you later. Hopefully, sometimes later this week. I'm gonna really try to concentrate on listing, and I have a huge pile of stuff that I need to really list, and the 4th of July is not helping because there's just so many things to do, which is a good thing. You know, you have to be balanced. That's something that I'm learning. I'm really trying to be good at, is just to be balanced, right? It can't be all work and no play, or when it's time to rest and have fun, I'm not always thinking about listing and working and sourcing. So I'm trying to get a better balance of just being well-rounded in all areas of life. So okay, we will talk to you later. Bye, guys.